Hi students, welcome back to today's class. Now we are going to continue the next topic in the tuple. Okay, that is tuple slices. So slicing means we know that extracting a part. Okay, so within the boundary, whatever values are available, that is going to be extracted and that is going to be displayed on the screen. Okay, so slice operator, that is colon. Slice operator works on tuple also. This is used to display more than one selected value on the output screen, like strings and lists and tuples. We can use this slice operator, but slicing concept we didn't see in the dictionary. Okay, so slice operator works on tuple also. This is used to display more than one selected value on the output screen. So slices are treated as boundaries here, and the result will contain all the elements between the boundaries. Okay, so slices are going to be treated as boundaries. Okay, that is limit. So within that boundary, whatever result we are containing all the elements, no, and the result will contain all the elements between the boundary. So whatever elements we have within the boundary, between the boundary, everything is going to be displayed in the result. Okay, so now we will see the syntax for slicing, tuple slicing. So for that we need to use if you want to generate the sequence of elements from the tuple, no, that is slicing sequence. So T is equal to, sequence is equal to T of square bracket inside start value we need to mention before this colon, and after this colon, first colon, stop, and after the second colon, step we need to give. So these three values are optional. Even if you are not giving any value and only single colon alone if you are giving, and then entire tuple is going to be printed for you. Okay, so where start, stop and step, all three are optional only. Optional means based on our wish we can give or we cannot give also. Okay, so if we omit the first index, what will happen? Default value of start will be integer value, 0 will be started. Okay, slide starts from 0 index. On omitting stop, slice will take it to end. So end of the tuple value it will go, up to end of the tuple value it will go. Okay, default value of step will be +1, that is positive 1. Okay, so on omitting stop, slice will take to end. So all these three elements are optional only. So now we'll see example for this tuple slicing. Okay, so now we have tuple with 5 elements, that is 10, 20, 30 and 40, 50. Now T1 is equal to T off, because from this T only we are going to extract this sequence T1. So this is slice, that is the tuple slicing T1 we are going to create, which is equivalent to T of 2 colon 4. That means 0th index, first index, second index. Okay, so that is from 30 it is going to take the element. So this is the start element. Okay, so second index we have 30, that is start index, and 4 means it will not go up to 4. So stop means stop -1, that up to that only it will go. So stop value is 4, 4 minus 1, 3. So 2 and 3, only 30 and 40 will get printed by this T1 slicing. Okay, in the above example, starting question is 2 and ending question is 3, that is 4 minus 1. So the selected elements are 30 and 40, and here no start element, no end element, so that every element from the list is going to be produced. So we'll produce the copy of the whole tuple if you are giving only single colon, and before that and after that no element if you are mentioning, so entire tuple is going to be printed. And here if you see 2 colon, okay, and start value and stop value is omitted. On step value alone +2 is given. That means start value it will start from 0. Okay, and the stop value will be up to this 50 it will go, and step value will be 2. That means after printing 10, 2 it will skip one element, and second position it will go, and it will skip another element, then it will go to next element. Okay, so alternative elements are going to be printed. So 10, 30 and 50 is going to be printed by this. So this will produce a tuple with every alternate element. Okay, if you give only single colon, that means start and stop we have given. Start is 0, that is starting from first element, and up to 3 minus 1, that is 2. So 0, 1, 2 alone will get printed. 3 elements will get printed from the list, tuple T. And then T of 2 colon end element is not given. So up to end element, up to stop, that is end element it will go. So start from 2, that is 30, 40, 50 will get printed. So it will produce from 2 to end. 2 to end means what? Index value 2 it will start and it will go to end element. Next topic, this is the last topic in your Python, that is tuple functions. So like we have seen dictionary functions, no, CMP function we have seen in the dictionary also, and tuple also we have the same CMP function. This is used to check whether the given tuples are same or not. If both are same, it will return the 0. For example, T1 is having 10, 20, 30 and T2 is also having 10, 20, 30 as an element. So it will be returning 0 as the value. Otherwise, it will return 1 or -1. For example, if the tuple, first tuple is having, first tuple, first element is having element greater than the second tuple first element, then it will return what? 1 as the answer, because first tuple and second you are comparing. First tuple element is greater means compared to the second one, then it will return positive 1. Otherwise, if the first tuple element is lesser than, that is first tuple of T1 is 0 and second tuple of T2 is 10. Okay, so sorry, 10 and here 100 means 10 is less than 100 only, no? So -1 it will return. Okay, so let us see examples for this. So the syntax of CMP is we need to pass T1 and T2 inside the CMP method. Okay, inside the CMP method we are passing T1 and T2. So before that, T1 and T2 should be assigned with some value. So T1 is having 10, 20, 30 and T2 is having 100, 200 and 300. And T3 is also having 10, 20, 30. So now we are comparing T1 and T2. So here T1 element, first element 10 is lesser than 100. Okay, that is -1 it is returning. And T1 and T3 is compared, both are equal, all the elements are equal. So first element it will check, then second element also it will check, third element also it will check. So both are same, so that it is returning 0. For example, T2 and T1, if you are comparing, T2 first element is greater than T1, so automatically it will return the +1 only, because first tuple is greater than the second tuple. So next is len function. It is returning the number of items in the tuple. So for example, you can pass len of len function inside the tuple name. You can pass it in order to display the number of items in the tuple. So for example, T2 is equal to, you have 5 elements here, that is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So len of T2 will return 5 as the output. Now next, max function. It returns the largest item in the tuple. Okay, so max of tuple name, if you are passing here, then it will return maximum value among the tuple. So which is the maximum value in this example? 500. So 500 will get returned here. And min will return the minimum element, that is smallest element in the tuple. Which is the smallest element in the tuple? 100. 100 is going to be printed here if you are passing that tuple name inside min function. Okay, now tuple function, this already we have seen for creating and initializing the values for the tuple. So this is the built-in tuple, built-in function which is used to create the empty tuple. So it will create the empty tuple. So t is equal to tuple opening and closing parenthesis. Print t, if you are giving, it will be printing only opening and closing parenthesis. So with this, our Python programming is over. So we will see some of the solved examples and some application based questions related to Python in the next classes. Okay, and then we'll be moving on to new chapter also in the next class. Okay, so be ready for the test for the two chapters, that is tuple and dictionaries. Okay, because these two lessons are very simple to understand and easy to learn, so that you can learn two chapters together. Okay, thank you students.